Hey guys, Dysphagia Divas here with another video showing you how easy it is to puree all different types of foods.
You might be surprised that you can puree almost anything. You will get a list of appropriate foods.
And I printed off this Dysphagia Diet pureed foods list. And you can find it on our website under the resources tab at the top of the page. And this list is actually going to show you all of the foods that are allowed on the level 1 pureed diet. So Carrie, let's do some pureeing.
Let's do it. As a beginner, I'm going to start with something really easy, like fruit. You can puree this in a blender. If you have canned fruit, you're going to want to make sure you pour off the syrup. If you're using frozen fruit, that'll have to be thawed and drained beforehand.
And you can also mash a ripe banana with a fork or puree other well-ripened fruits such as melons, peaches, and pears. You just want to make sure you remove the skins, pits, and seeds first.
Once the fruit is pureed to a smooth texture, you might need to add some thickener to make a nice pudding-like consistency. Once the thickener is all mixed in, you'll be ready to serve and eat.
And any extra pureed fruit can be covered and refrigerated for another meal. And just a reminder, you'll find recipes on our website under the Recipes tab at the top of the page. Vegetables can also be pureed in any standard blender. Just like the fruits, you're going to want to make sure that the vegetables are free of any skin, pulp, or seeds, and just make sure that they're very well cooked.
But what about like vegetable salads or coleslaw? Is that completely out of the question, Cassie?
No, Carrie, not at all. In fact, you can puree all sorts of different salads. I just so happen to have a recipe right here for a great salad that you can help me make.
Perfect.
Here we've got some ingredients that you might want for a lettuce salad. We'll start out with our iceberg lettuce. Then we've got some seeded and diced green pepper. And then some peeled, seeded, and diced cucumber. And you could also add some seeded tomatoes or diced onions as well if you wanted. And you're going to want to add the dressing in at the same time. We've got some standard oil and vinegar based dressing here. All right, Carrie, go ahead and whip that up.
Okay, it's pureed to a smooth consistency. Now what?
Now you just stir in your thickener.
Now it's ready to serve?
That's right, it's easy as that. You can use most any preferred salad toppings for your lettuce. You just want to make sure that you're removing the skin, pulp, and seeds.
We showed you how to puree a lettuce salad today, but remember, you can puree coleslaw, meat salad, or even any other pasta salad.
Oh, I love pasta salads.
Everybody likes to eat mixed foods, like hot dish, soup,
Wait, Carrie, I think if they're not from Minnesota, they call it a casserole.
You're probably right, Cassie. But these are all very easy to puree. What you need to do is put them into your puree bowl and puree until smooth. Most stews or casseroles will not require any extra liquid or thickener. Some soups may need extra thickener. It all depends on how thick they were when you started out.
Yeah, pureeing that casserole really was easy. If you do need to add some liquid to make the puree a little smoother, a tip is to use hot liquid if the food you're pureeing is warm. That way you can serve it right away and you don't have to reheat it.
Pureed meat is last on the list today. You're going to want to use a food processor instead of a blender because the blades tend to be a lot sharper.
Yeah, and you're going to want to use cooked meat that's been diced into smaller pieces. This is going to make it quicker and easier to puree. And you can see we're doing chicken today, but you can puree pretty much any kind of meat. You just want to make sure you're removing the skin, casings, fat or gristle, and of course bones.
Meats can tend to be quite dry, so you're going to want to add a liquid to them. You can use broths, gravies, or even a sauce. Today I'm going to use a special seasoned sauce.
Once you've got the meat pureed to a smooth texture, you might need to add either a thickener or an enhancer. The difference between the two is that the thickener is going to be ready to serve right away, whereas the enhancer is actually going to have to go back into the oven. But using an enhancer is what allows you to actually slice the pureed meat. As you can see, it's really easy to puree all types of different foods. And as a reminder, be sure to check out the recipes tab at the top of our website for any additional ideas you might be interested in.
That's all for the Dysphagia Divas for this time. Be sure to check out more of our how-to video clips.
Thanks for visiting us. You know, I think chili might be good.
Yeah, I think spaghetti is kind of fun too.